Okay, let me set the position up for you. We have an interesting position that came up the other day. There is a very good overall lesson to be learned from this, I think. Red to play 5-6 from the bar. The 5 is forced. You're going to hit here, and the 6 is almost forced. You're either going to hit this checker or this checker. Which one do you think is better? Give it a little thought. You can pause the video if you want and then come back. Okay, it is better to hit this checker, getting 2 checkers back from this side of the board, putting more checkers back, playing on this side of the board, not leaving him a direct shot by hitting this checker. And let me just show you the evaluation by Extreme Gammon, which shows that it is better. Well, let's plus it. I never trust anything less than plus, and sometimes I do have to roll it out and don't trust plus, but this time I'm pretty confident plus will get it right. And I won't bother with a rollout. And you will see that it is a little better to hit this checker by about 0.036. You win more games, more gammons that way, and just a better play. Now, that's fairly logical not to leave the direct shot to pick up 2 checkers on his side of the board. Here's the point that I think is interesting. Let's take the same position and give red a 5-2. As you might suspect, the play changes now. Now, instead of hitting both on this side of the board, you now hit this checker with the 2. Let me show you that it's right. And give it a little thought. Tell me why you think with the 5-2 you now hit this checker and leave the blot on this side and the direct shot here as opposed to continuing. What's the logic behind this play? What's the difference between the 5-2? Okay, there's several. For one thing, let's take a look at the play afterwards. After you make this play, you have 2s, 4s, and 6s to cover if you don't get hit, and 2s, 4s, and 6s to come back in and hit again if he hits there. And if you'd made this play, that's a fine play, but because of all the covers, you've got an additional incentive to hit here. There's another reason you have an incentive to hit here. With the 2, you're unstacking the 6 point, and that's one of the major considerations you should have, especially in the early game when you start out with too many checkers on your 6 point and your midpoint, that you have a more robust game by unstacking when you can. So be looking for unstacking plays. Now let's go back and take a look at the 5-6 roll. Oops, I got to put this back on arrow. Change this to 5-6. And when you make the 5-6 play, if you had made the other play, and let's look at that, you only have 2s and 4s to cover, or 2s and 4s to come in and hit back. So if you do get hit back, the additional cover and the fact that you didn't have the option of unstacking makes the difference between the 5-2 and the 5-6. I think those are a couple of very good points to keep in mind, things to look at. There are nuances of these plays that the player who plays quickly, even if you're a really good player, if you play quickly and you don't stop and think about these kinds of things, you're likely to miss them. There's a lot more going on and a lot more things that affect your plays than most people realize. This, I think, is a very good illustration of those points. Thanks for watching. Phil Simborg for the USBGF. Bye-bye.